why did I choose to go live and I don't have anything really to say? I don't know, but I wanted to chat a little bit and show my face. I've been sitting here, I just had a late lunch and I decided to sit here and work on this super basic project, which is giving me a lot of joy. Let me show it to you. First, I'm going to try to fix this, unravel 4 or 5 whatever stitches, so I can show it to you. This is a shawl knitted with this beautiful ocean color blue yarn, and here it is. Here it is. This is Line by Sandnes Garn, and is a blend of linen, cotton, and I think viscose. So it's a summer yarn, plant-based yarn, and I really wanted to create like a simple shawl in a summer, in a summer yarn, so that I can use in the evenings, and yeah, because I don't have a shawl in a summer yarn. And I really love this. This is a super basic shawl that I, self-drafted, where I'm basically knitting stockinette, and on the right side I increase with just yarn overs on each end of the shawl. So every every right side row I increase 2 stitches. So I increase 2 stitches every 2 rows, basically. And it's giving me a lot of joy. How is going with you? Is there even someone here? I don't know. It's it's been a while since I posted things here, and since I went live. Excuse my I don't know why I excuse myself for my hairy armpit. Hello, ciao Diana. Yes, I don't know why I excuse myself, but I have a hairy armpit, and sometimes that creates, I'm not embarrassed for that at all, but it kind of, people are not used to see a woman with natural armpit hair. And so I see sometimes people locking their eyes under my armpit. They're like shocked, especially in person. I don't know, online I don't show myself so often, but so if it makes you feel uncomfortable, I apologize, but this is nature. And why did we start talking about armpit hair? But yes, I haven't been knitting much, and when I do, I'm working on this project. I started it. When did I start it? I think I started the 14th of July. I remember that date because it was the date that I went to Ireland to visit my sister and to partake. I took part of this retreat that was really amazing. I'm still processing that experience. But so it was the 14th of July, and it takes a long time for me to go to the airport. I have to take 2 trains and then wait in the airport, and then there are 3 hours of plane to Ireland. So in total, sometimes I travel even for like 10 hours because of, the trains and the waiting and all of that. And so I started this project during that traveling, and then during the traveling back home. And yeah, it's an amazing project for this time period of my life where I don't feel like creating really complicated or working on really complicated and complex in general projects. And I'm really excited to have this in my wardrobe. I think I'll use it a lot. Shawls are, I really like shawls. I don't have many. I think I have like 6 or something, but they're all, as I said in the beginning, they're all made with plant-based fibers, which is amazing. Not plant-based fibers, animal-based fibers. And this is the first one that is with, plant-based or summer yarn. Other than that, yeah, I finished a couple of projects, but I haven't knitted much this summer. I was very busy with life here, and yeah, we've been moving forward with the house project and dealing with animals. We have 16 animals now, counting each individual creature. I think less because, yes, Mojo attacked some of my chickens, so now we have less chickens. But we have many cats, and some friends are going to adopt some of our kittens, luckily, because we can't have 7 cats or 6 cats. But yes, for now we're many. And the garden, and yeah, the house project, and life in general. So I've been quite busy, and then I started leading some workshops and some walks or experiences in nature. And I'm really realizing that I really enjoy to work with groups, do in-person activities, host workshops, and yeah, work in person with people. For many years I worked online, and I love filming. I love, engaging with my community here, but it wasn't economically sustainable for me at all. I spent so much energy and so much time, and I gave a lot of me, and somehow I couldn't manage to get enough economically. But also, it's really interesting because when you work online, even if you have an audience, everything, like your body, I'm realizing many things, but basically my body doesn't process the being seen by others. Whereas when you are in person and you are interacting with other people, your body adapts and communicates, and there is that reciprocity with others. Like, whereas when you engage with many people, like here, I just see myself, and even if I see comments, even if I see people interacting, it is very different. It's more like a mental relationship. You're imaging that person saying that to you, but you can't really feel it because you're not, present with that person. Does that make sense? And yeah, that's I discovered that there was something missing. There was the reciprocity of meeting in person that was missing in my life, not only the economical aspect. And that's what was missing, because I mean, I really loved We Grow Wild and the project that I created here, but I couldn't feel like mentally I was feeling part of a community, and I was feeling part of a, I was feeling mentally I was engaging, and I was excited, and I saw that there was some sort of the people were enjoying my my work, and there was that reciprocity. And sometimes I would get like some some gifts, and I could feel that there was an audience. But it's really interesting. Like it's I don't know if I'm explaining myself well, but we only for the past 10-15 years we've been engaging with this technology, with communicating with others from all around the world without really meeting people, without engaging with the community in person. And so our bodies, or my body, I must talk only about myself, because I can only talk about myself. Yeah, but my body couldn't catch up. I was like, there's something missing. I can't feel that I'm giving something and people are receiving what I'm giving, even if they write me, even if there is that, exchange through comments and messages. I can't feel it. It's completely different than meeting some people in real life and sharing your projects and your ideas and your gifts and them sharing theirs. And it's that reciprocity. It's very, very important for building a project, I think. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, and thank you, Diane Turner. She said, I totally get it. It's not for everyone. I certainly couldn't do it. I think that I absolutely don't want to spit. Can you say spit on the food that I ate? Is there a way of saying that? But anyhow, I'm not regretting anything. I mean, maybe some things, but I loved the We Grow Wild as a as a channel, and the online aspect as well. Like it was very, very rewarding on so many levels as well. So I guess I'm contradicting myself, but paradoxes exist. So I enjoyed it on one hand a lot, and I had a lot of freedom and creativity, but on the other hand, there was something missing. There was that sense of rooted community that was missing. And I had a WhatsApp group of beautiful women that we came together, the Wild Allies. They came through my Patreon, and we would have an amazing exchanges, and I got to know wonderful people. But still, there was missing that non-verbal communication that happens when two bodies or many bodies meet. Is very important to build that sense of safety and trust. Whereas if you just message and you meet once a while on like Zoom or online video call, you still, like, your body needs to adapt. There you can't force safety when there isn't, right? Even if you get to know people and you share a lot of beautiful beautiful and deep, the deepest parts of your life, safety is not there. And my teacher says that no one can give you safety, only you can. And I agree. However, you need to feel safe, or your body needs to process what happens in relationships, in presence, right? To be able to create that sense of safety. So Diantha said, humans aren't meant to relate in that way. It must be very disorienting. Yes, it's very disorienting. That's a really, you found the word, disorienting, because on one hand, in your body, in your mind, it's like, wow, what a wonderful community I'm creating. There's all of that. There are all of these exchanges, people sharing beautiful things with me and commenting and messages of love and inspiration. But on the other hand, I'm looking around and there's no one. There are my friends around here that maybe don't really share my passion, and, for example, knitting, but we share other passions. There's Mika, there are my animals, but the community that I'm creating online is not here. So it's very, that's the right word, that is very disorienting. But again, I'm very grateful anyhow, like not anyhow. I'm very grateful no matter what, and I'm very, very humbled and very inspired by what happened and what I created, what we created. It's just that was something missing, and I'm really happy that I took some time and distanced myself. So yeah, I think that more and more creators, influencers, content creators, and crafters, and people that work online, that have an audience, a community online, more and more I feel they're discovering that missing part, and they're creating workshops and retreats, and that's why I've been kind of orienting myself towards creating that in the future. I want to host people here. I want to create spaces, create spaces where we can enjoy our craft and meet in person. And don't get me wrong, I'm a freaking introvert, so it's still not super easy to think, oh my God, it's a little bit overwhelming to think, oh my God, I'm going to meet people that I never met and that we shared maybe something in the past, and be together for like a knitting retreat, let's say. Maybe it's a bit overwhelming, but at the same time, my system is ready, and I'm very curious about that. And I think that's needed. And I'm learning to find that sense of, safety within myself and boundaries to, take the time off that I need when it's needed, and also show people that you can take your time off, or you can still engage in beautiful, social circles, and then retreat when it's needed. So to find that balance, to give your energies and be present with people, but also when you need to retreat. So I don't know if all of this is making sense, if I'm getting too deep, I guess, or I don't know. But I think that's what I would, that's the future of We Grow Wild, will be more having in-person, more in-person workshops and activities and meetups. I really want to create that. And I'm, looking, I've been going to different places and check where I could, host people, because right now we can't host many people here in our land or our house, but I want to be able to still host retreats or meetup or and I'm really open to do it, to create workshops and knitting circles in person in other countries as well, like if you maybe in Europe, I guess, but we'll see. I think the first one will be in Italy because I'm here and I know this area. But yes, that's what's been going on in my mind when it comes to this project, We Grow Wild. And I felt like sharing it. I hope I've been clear enough. And I'm kind of missing that community also of my women, the Wild Allies, the WhatsApp group. But at the same time, I know that I wasn't giving. I wasn't truly totally engaged, because yes, my body wasn't catching up with what we were sharing. And so Mika's here. So yes, I think that's going to be the future of We Grow Wild, which doesn't mean that I won't share things online anymore, but it will happen naturally less. And it's very, very normal to feel this way when it comes to online community spaces. There's so much like inspiration and so much joy, but it's very much on a mental level, and you feel it also in your body. You feel like every time we would do like Zoom calls, or every time I would meet people on a video call, I would feel that sense of like, wow, these are my people. But then it fades. Like we talk for an hour and then all of a sudden there's no one. and it's interesting. And so
it's like a distance relationship, right?
Yeah, Mika said it's like a distance relationship. Yeah, I think it's hard. I don't really believe in distant relationships that will stay distant forever, because we are not only, we have bodies, and we need to be able to see, smell, touch, and feel each other's presence, to be able to fully integrate the experience of a relationship. So yes, well, I've been talking about this, and I don't know if it's something that was interesting, but love my project. There is something that I need to weave in that hand. And I'm really excited for autumn knitting. Usually in autumn, my knitting mojo comes up and is overwhelmingly exciting to start new projects, to plan. yeah, I love that color, right? I love it too. I mean, this color is gorgeous. I don't really have many blue things, but you know, I'm exploring this color more. My next big project is going to be the Aureliano sweater by Claudia Quintanilla. She published with Lane magazine this beautiful book, knitting book called Memory Lane. And in that book there is this beautiful pattern called Aureliano, and I have the yarn, and the main color, the main color is blue, and then is an all over color work, but super simple color work. And with, I think there's I got this yarn is a mohair. You hold it double, and I got it in blue, and the contrast colors I think are beige, if I'm not mistaken, beige and orange. And there's a third one, I think maybe white, something like that. But yeah, that's going to be my next big project. It's a sweater, and it's a top-down color work, all over color work sweater with mohair held double. And yeah, I'm very excited to start that one, but it's still a little bit too warm to work with mohair. Even though I have to say that we've been having beautiful weather. I remember last year, this time, end of July, beginning of August, it was so warm I couldn't sleep. It was like extremely warm, and these days the temperature is perfect. I can sleep at night. There's that nice breeze, and yeah, so yeah, I'm kind of slowly preparing for autumn. And yeah, how about you? Hello, Susie just joined. And I'm knitting on a shawl. It's very basic, super basic shawl, but I really love it. It's triangular shawl, and it's knitted with Line by Sandnes Garn. It's this beautiful blue. I think it will fit me quite nicely. And I was saying that I don't own a summer version of a shawl with plant-based yarns, so I'm really looking forward to have this in my wardrobe. Yeah, and I have been using, this is a DKW yarn, Sandnes Garn Line. Let me show you. Voila, I think it's this one. 5863 is the color. Line by Sandnes Garn, and this is 53% cotton, 33% viscose, 14% linen. And I wanted to see the meterage. Why can't I see the meterage? Yes, it's 50 grams and around 110 meters. And I've been using, this is the second skein. And I think I bought 3 skeins, so in total. So I'll also finish the last skein after I finish this one. So it would be quite big enough at least for me. And yeah, very excited about this super basic shawl. So JR wrote, I also live somewhere very rural, and finding community in real life is really hard. But at the same time, the online thing can't replace real life. So I feel you. Yeah, exactly. I think yeah, I'm really missing community, and I would say that I mean, because we chose to live in a rural place, I feel, you know, we took that decision, so I kind of call it upon myself, this kind of more, you know, alone life. But at the same time, it doesn't have to be like that. When you realize that you need community, you can bring it to you. I think that's what I at least want to do, and I have been slowly creating that in my life, but it's not easy at all. And I still feel really lucky that I have this community here, and I'm sure I've already met in person some people, some, you know, viewers, and they became friends, really good friends, but they live very far. Like Ali and Chris, for example, and Suzanne and her husband. So we met beautiful people. And I'm sure that when we will have, you know, when this house will be more more finished, and when we will be more settled, more people will come. And we, you know, we still have people around here. We still have a good community of friends. In fact, soon we're going out to meet some friends. But yeah, it's different when you want to kind of like people that have your own, yeah, kind of, yeah, this community. I would love to have it in my real life as well. Hello from Oregon. Hello. So yes, that's what I'm kind of desiring and wanting in my life, more community. And again, I'm very grateful for this community, even though I'm not showing my face so often. I still appreciate the people that have been watching this channel for years, and even the people that are new. But yes, I'm missing community. So I think I'll wrap up this video. I've been talking and talking for 32 minutes, and I'm gonna finish this row, and we'll see when I'll show my face again, but I guess it will be in this format for a while. Maybe I'll film something. I can't promise anything. We'll see. It can definitely happen that I start filming again and sharing a lot of videos all of a sudden. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you soon.